Hey guys and gals, let's take a look at the Nether Portal Ambush by LEGO Minecraft. This is set number 21255, and the set was provided by the LEGO group for early review. I do not know the piece count nor the retail price, so check the description for that. So looks like we got ourselves a Ghast shooting at our Ore Warrior. And we got the hoglins. And yes, I've had that happen many times when I play Minecraft. I go through the Nether Portal only to find I was instantly slain. Here's what we got. We got the Ghast, the Ore Warrior, hoglin, and magma cubes. Okay, that's not too bad. And this is the back of the box here. And it looks like your typical LEGO Minecraft set with the portal and all sorts of stuff. I don't know what that's about, but well, we haven't built this set yet. Let's take a look. Here we are, guys and gals, in the Crimson Forest, and we got a little hoglin here. Pop him off and show you. And yes, this is the formal version of the review, so if you watch me on my second channel, yes. So his head does go up and down and stuff like that. And he can ram you with his tusk, and that's essentially what it is. He's made out of nougat, and medium nougat and dark orange. Not too bad. I just have him resting on the jumper plate. Got a couple of crimson trees, the glowing mushrooms, I forgot what those were called. I'm going to try it again. Magma blocks. There we go. I got some magma cubes. Here we got the Ore Warrior, and we got the Ghast. And before I do a quick demonstration, this is what it looks like in the back. I think the whole point of this set is for a builder to get a little sample of everything, possibly to expand on to his or her own creations. And that's essentially the whole 360 tour of that. Now I'm going to give you a demonstration on the Ghast. I was debating on having this thing fire out. So you can have him fire at your minifigure, or if you want, have him knock those things out. So you better bring flint and steel in there just in case. So he's going to go do that deformed cat cry and just kind of fly around and then do this. Well, that didn't work too well, and that flew off somewhere. We'll give that a second shot. I had it working once. Well, that didn't go too well. We're going to try it the third time, and then that's it. So maybe we can give it a good shot. Well, I didn't get it working this time here. And there we go. It took 4 tries, but eventually he knocks the portal out of commission. We'll put him back on his little perch there and have him cry up a storm. That's another issue. I can never get him on there. I have to kind of rotate it sideways to kind of piece him on there. There we go. You don't have to put him on there, but and this thing just flies out, and it's just like that. Okay, set that back. And I was debating on firing it off too, but it's part of the whole build here to show you how it works. And that's essentially what it is. These things are kind of scary, not only in the Nether, but in real life as well. We'll leave it like that too, make it look like he's about to throw up or something. And yeah, that's pretty much about it with the tour of the Nether Portal Ambush. And it's not a bad build. It's got 1 minifigure and 2 magma cubes and a hoglin and a Ghast. And that's about it. Too bad they didn't put an Enderman in there. Endermen are usually floating around in these things. Now let's get right on into the review with play value, and despite of its size, it is playable. As you saw, I can knock this loose. You do get 1 minifigure, the hoglin, and like I said, a little portion of everything, which leads to mock value. You can expand on this. Like I said, LEGO made just enough here so you can clone these and put them into another build. You can get kind of crazy with this one. So LEGO's starting to get into that whole thing where they give you a sample. Like here, I think this is the basalt. A little bit of the warped wood, and we got the crimson, maybe Crimson Gardens, I don't know, but it's kind of cool to look at it. But honestly, though, the color scheme is kind of depressing. If you've ever been into the Nether in Minecraft, yeah, you know how boring it is in there. They never really have improved it much. And that's the same thing here. It's just kind of, but for the most part, the color is meant to match what the game has. But we can't ding off there with that. So it's really good for mock building. You can't drop this in a city, obviously, but you could expand on it. For build experience, I'm just going to say it was kind of average to just meh. It just wasn't... it's the color scheme. So, I mean, it's just... You got red, orange, and black mainly, with the white gas floating around. So the color scheme's kind of subtle. You know, it's just too warm for me. Whereas I think it's meant to be the bad place, but for the most part, it's not too terribly bad. One thing to note about is that this set is not a collaborative build. I wish it was. Too bad you weren't just building the accessories and then coming in and then have another person build the terrain. I wish it was split up like that, but it wasn't. So this is unfortunately just a single person build. Now I'm going to give this set a 9.8. The reason being is I was putting the gas together, it fell apart, and the stud launcher, the tile launcher, is probably the only two things I'm dinging off. I don't like these things. I wish there was another way that LEGO could do this without firing some projectile off and possibly injuring someone, or worse, that flies somewhere and you have somebody step on it or you step on it and it won't feel comfortable. So that's probably the only thing. I just don't like the flying stuff out of the mouth deal, but that's just how it is. Now, I do not know the retail price of the set nor the piece count. From what I'm gathering, it looks like it probably has 250 to 300 bricks of various shapes, sizes, and colors. So you get a pretty good selection of reds and oranges. So for me, it's not a bad build. It was a quick build. It was a relaxing build, but I think it's the color scheme that just gets me on this. It just doesn't look too appealing. But I play Minecraft all the time in real life. You know, I play the game pretty much every day. When I have some spare time, I try to... Well, apparently this light likes to die and it cut me off. But what was I trying to say is the Nether is just kind of plain and boring inside. And I think LEGO was just trying to capture the boredom of it. If you've ever been in there, you know how unexciting it is. But for the most part, though, I think they captured all the builds of this. But I want to know what you guys and gals think of this set. It's pretty cool from a Minecraft player's perspective. They got a little bit of everything in the Nether. They even captured the warm, boring colors as well. But my score is a 9.8 because it was a relaxing build, and they did capture the essential parts of the Nether. So tell me what you think.